If you're looking for the cheapest, and I mean cheapest coins out there to build your God Squad, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable, and make sure you use code WOLF to get 3% off. Link is in the description. Now, every now and then I like to revisit this defensive play that I love to use in Madden 22 because it works better than zones, man. I'm just gonna sit here and be honest with you guys, man. If you're running zone defense, man, good luck, because little Timmy can dot you up regardless of the situation. You want to get better, you want like better average on defense for your points against. I think I averaged 4 points allowed, but that's because competitively I clock games out and then I use this defense. So no one really gets, my games aren't really high scored no more like they used to be competitively. Now when I mess around, I'll throw one play tutties, but when you climb high in the ranks, you can't really just do one play tutties no more. So I use this defense, and this is what I use competitively. So drop a like on today's video, become a member. Matter of fact, the advanced version of this defense is in the member section. So make sure you go check it out if you're not a member, plus the 245 odd. If you want to run the meta stuff, it's all in there. Bunch offset, 335 wide, 245 odd, tray wide flex, single back wing stack, 4-3 even, 6-1. Geez, so much stuff in there, man. I'm leaving out some. All right. So let's talk about this. I'm on current gen because of the coaching adjustment. So I'm going to show you guys the defense, okay? And you can run this, and I'm telling you guys, you need to run it. I'm going to come over here, cornerback matchup by speed. And then I'm going to leave my flats where they're at, okay? And ball and air defense, I would be careful. I wouldn't put this on play ball because I'm going to be running some man defense. If it's late game, I'd put it on swap ball. But since I'm going to be running man defense, that's going to be my scheme. I'm going to leave that on balance, okay? So check this out. You need to start using this, all right? So we're going to be in dollar, obvious, and you can use 335. So if they come out 2 wide receiver set, I'll use this defense. But let's assume they're passing, okay? So dollar, because this one really clamps. And especially using the Panthers online, no one's going to be able to do nothing against you, man, as far as passes and stuff. It's going to be very, very hard for someone to dot you up if you're using the Panthers. Now, on offense, you better have a real good offensive scheme. So we're going to sub out some people. So let's go ahead and look at who we have in these positions. This guy is always going to be my user. Well, I like to shift back and forward, and Stevens is pretty good as far as a user there. And then we can leave Queen, or we can put a safety here. Queen's 89 speed, but we'll still get cooked. So it just depends, okay? It depends on who you got in these positions. I don't know the depth chart that well anymore with the Ravens. I don't remember the ratings for everybody because I had to remember others, you know what I mean? So we make sure that we just have safeties in a linebacker position. We have Young here. I don't really like this guy. I could put Westry, or I could put, who was the other guy? Dorsey or Westry. You could put this guy here because he's very fast. I just don't know if he kicks cooked on man defense really bad. And then on this side, we have Marlon Humphrey. You could keep those guys there. It just depends. You just got to look at your ratings and put your fast corners in there. But make sure they don't have a really bad... Matter of fact, let me just do that right now because I got to see what Westry's is, man. Because if it's bad, I can't use him regardless of his speed because he'll get cooked on routes. That's the problem. So his speed is 94. Did they lower it? They may have lowered it. So right here in man defense, if I can find it, man, let me see. Block shedding, man coverage. Westry 65, 80 Smith. So Smith might be the guy. Humphreys is in the lineup. These guys are in the lineup. So it's looking like Young. Let's see their speed, or Smith. So let's go ahead and look at their speed, and then we'll take the better of the two, Smith or Young. So come back over here to speed. Just showing you guys how to run your depth chart and see it and use it the right way. Speed. So 89 speed Young, and Smith is 87. So Westry, although he's 94, you could probably just use either or. I'll just leave Westry. It doesn't matter. So we have it set up like that. We're going to come into dollar. We're going to come into cover 2 man linebacker blitz. That's the play that I use religiously. And like I said, it works really well. Like someone comes out in base and they want to try to cook you and stuff like that, they're not going to be able to because of the way we're going to set it up. So let's just pick a play. All right, now we're going underneath here. So let's go ahead and make this realistic by putting the ball on the left hash. And then this is the setup that I use, man, to dominate. So if I'm running deep halves right here, all right, I'm going to press wire triangle left stick down for press. Okay, I'm bringing these guys down to the line. And then I'm going to shade these guys underneath. So wire triangle, right stick down for underneath, okay? And then you can do what you want with the line. You can spread the D line by pressing left on the D-pad, left stick up for spread, and then QB contain RB or R1, RB R1 again. And then with my user, I'm going to be watching deep, okay? Because right here in the middle, they'll kill you on a deep post. They'll also cook you if a receiver is really good. If he has route tech and stuff like that, he could get open like on corner routes and then drag routes. So I'll pick up whatever I see that looks like it's going to be open. So we'll let him snap the ball. Let's see what he finds. Everybody's clamped up. Really nowhere for him to go. So I'm going to show you guys with this defensive adjustment what's happening with these receivers. Now, if you're facing a Tyreek Hill, good luck. You'll have to make sure that your blues are correct, because if you don't, you're going to get cooked, man, over the top. It doesn't matter if you shade over the top. It doesn't matter if you shade underneath. It does not matter with Tyreek Hill. He's going to cook you, okay? Unless you're using the Panthers and you have Jackson on them. Okay, see, that's the thing. You can neutralize Tyreek Hill with the Panthers, but the matchup has to be same. Now, with the setups that I do, I want you guys to pay attention to this coverage. Let's look over here. This is going to be a thing that happens in Madden where guys run their routes for him. Okay, so right here, my man already knows what routes he's trying to run. He's running in front of him. Okay, so we're going to get the pick there. Okay, and since we pressed and we're shading underneath, there's going to be friction here with the tight end. So if he tries to cut inside, I'm there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm watching inside routes. Out here is where you're weak. Remember, I shaded underneath, but look at this guy. He's going to get cooked right here on the break. So this is where the deep half has to help. Now, a smarter player will know and will be able to pick this part off where he's going to realize, oh, the deep half probably won't get there in time. So it just depends on how your opponent reads it. If he cooks you over the top on the outside, like the way you attack cover 2 zone, you gotta be careful. So over here, we'll see the same thing, but the route's not that. It's not a streak. So underneath coverage, these guys are gonna play underneath their routes. This is what we want. We want underneath coverage. You see he's underneath the receiver. He's trying to get underneath. He's underneath here, and everybody's just underneath right here, underneath coverage. Okay, now on the flip side of that, okay, let's choose new play. Let's say I don't want to shade. Maybe I do want to stop over the top passes, right? So I'll come to coaching adjustments and I'll put these flats to 15. I like to use 15 a lot. It's pretty much the safe space for me. And we'll come back to the same play. You know what I mean? Let's come back to another play. You know what? Let's go like a trips with corner routes. Okay, let's try that. Let's do a bench. Okay, bench. Perfect. All right. So what I'll do here is I will press, unless it's Tyreek Hill. I'll wire triangle left stick down, and then I'll shade over the top. Wire triangle right stick up for over the top. And then I'll put these guys in cloud flats. So I'll click on this guy, put them in curl flats. You see that? If I press A or X on Elliott, this box comes up. I press the left stick to the right for curl flat. Okay. This guy Clark for curl flat. Now remember, I have my clouds and soft squats changed to 15, not curl flats. And the reason I use cloud flats instead of curl flats is because curl flats will play inside the number. Cloud flats will play outside. So your chances of stopping a corner route are better with cloud flats. But since there's no option for cloud flats, you have to make cloud flats. So once I change them to curl flats, I press wire triangle, right stick down for underneath, and then wire triangle, right stick down for over the top. And now I have cloud flats. See what I'm saying? Boom. And then you can move these guys if you have the time. Now, I want you guys to see another thing that happens in my gameplays. You'll see a mismatch right here where Levine is covering the running back, meaning if that's a table route or something going off to the left side, I'm cooked. So what I like to do, and you'll see it like on my last gameplay, I will press A or X on Stevens, right stick up for man coverage, and then I will select the running back. Okay, so I don't know why it's not popping up. So just imagine that it's locked. It won't even let me pick a receiver. So let's just assume Stevens is manned up and they're using this guy, or let's just assume this is Stevens. I'm sorry, man. It's just a glitch in the matrix. All right, and then you can pass commit if you know it's a pass. RB or R1 right stick up for pass commit. This is the setup that I like to use as well. I didn't contain, so probably gonna get cooked. I'm gonna come back underneath. You'll see that he has this little check down route, and why is he not getting picked up is the key, because I guess it's just a check and release. I don't know. Well, let's go ahead. Let's watch what's happening again. You gotta pay attention and watch what's happening. I'm not gonna move him this time. This time I'm gonna QB contain and see what happens. Now he's there. Okay, that was strange. He's got nowhere to go. Everybody's clamped up. And then we just go for the tackle. So I'm gonna show you what the cloud flats are doing when I put them in that position. So let's come to instant replay. You'll see that I put these guys in cloud flats. They're gonna play outside the numbers, okay? Outside the numbers. This is what we want, about this far back. So if it's a corner route or a crossing route, 20 yards, 25 if they get deeper. So if you're running against someone who's running tight flex and they're running P8 posts and they're dropping a double crossing routes that go 25 yards, you just put them to 25 and you guard the drag route and you shut down. Tight flex is the easiest thing to lock up with man defense. I don't know why more people don't use it against tight flex. It's weird, but you can lock down that defense. I mean, that offense really easy with just these setups. So right here, I'm going to show you guys the way curl flats play now. Let's see if they do it this time, because sometimes they don't. So let's press straight over the top. QB contain, at least leave curl flat. I actually want to see what they do against a tight formation. Let's see what these curl flats do. Okay, so one jumps out. So he actually played that decent. Not gonna lie, he actually played that decent. But there's going to be scenarios, I promise, against certain offenses where these curl flats are not gonna go outside the numbers. They're gonna stay inside. Okay. Now, obviously, I don't have my curl flat set to 15, so that could be another factor causing that. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. So let's choose new play. Sorry, I'm rambling on about this one, but I think it's key that you guys, if you want the advanced version of this stuff, man, it's in the member section. But let's go ahead and change the curl flats to 15, and let's see if they play the same way. Okay, this may be where they don't play right. I don't know. I gotta see, but I'm gonna go into the tight formation again because it's different with every play. So bench, straight over the top. Let's keep curl flats there like that. All right, let's just see what happens. Okay, so he's kind of playing outside the numbers. Not too bad. But like I said, it just depends on the offense. All right, it depends on how the offense. If you want to make sure they do it 100% consistent, you use cloud flats. Because sometimes, like I tell you, curl flats will get you cooked. It just depends on the offensive personnel and what's happening on that side. So this is just what I wanted to share with you guys, man. I'm surprised not more people use it because of how effective it is. And if you want to make man defense, I would imagine Ultimate Team, you're probably going to need abilities like one step ahead and maybe even Acrobat. Because Acrobat on the Panthers, bro, pick city, son. All right, I think it's Gilmore that has it. But anyway, make sure you guys drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.